Your bite-sized daily roundup of the biggest news from the world of film. This is the Daily Reel with Van Connor.
Good morning, it's Friday and it's May the 21st, 41st anniversary of the release of The Empire Strikes Back, the day classic musical Annie came out in 1982, and the day Notting Hill was a rom-com shown before an audience asking them to love it in 1999. Today's birthday to OG Craft alum Fairuza Balk, Notebook director Nick Cassavetes, Jumanji villain Jonathan Hyde, and 80s icons Judge Reinhold and Mr. T. More than that though, it's the day all of this was going on. 28 years after the original's release, Hocus Pocus 2 has been officially announced for Disney+. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy are all set to return as the Witchy Sanderson sisters, whilst the proposal director Anne Fletcher will take over helming duties from original director Adam Shankman, who's on board to produce. Having had to drop out of directing due to prior commitments to fellow Disney Plus sequel Disenchanted, the clearly disappointed Shankman was still enthusiastic, releasing a statement saying, "Now more than ever, people need to laugh. And there is so much fun to be had with these three unbelievable women returning as these delicious characters from such a beloved film." The 1993 original saw a high schooler and his younger sister move from Los Angeles to Salem at Halloween time. Unfortunately, soon after arriving in town, the pair and a new friend accidentally awaken three witches who were hanged 300 years prior. Hocus Pocus 2 is currently slated to hit streaming in time for Halloween next year, so get your cosplay ready.
I am beautiful. Boys will love me. We're young. Well, younger. But it's a star!
Sticking with the theme of drag icons, Cher has announced that the biopic of her life is in the works. The beloved singer, who turned 75 yesterday, announced via social media that Universal Pictures were working on the feature. She also told fans that Oscar-winning screenwriter of Forrest Gump and A Star Is Born, Eric Roth, will be writing the screenplay. The project's currently lacking a title, but let's be honest, flip a coin between Turn Back Time and Believe. The production's yet to get underway properly, but expect the ball to move quickly on this one. Meanwhile, Roth's writing can next be found on screen in Martin Scorsese's crime thriller Killers of the Flower Moon, due out later this year.
Not bad. You got to work on your breathing, and you were a little pitchy, is what I would say if I wasn't a loving relative.
Speaking as a grandmother.
I'm so proud I could combust.
Rounding out today's LGBTQ+ news, the adaptation of the West End smash hit musical Everybody's Talking About Jamie is now set to debut exclusively on Amazon Prime Video. Inspired by the 2011 documentary Jamie, Drag Queen at 16, the musical tells the story of gay teen Jamie, who decides to follow his dreams of becoming a drag act. Supported by his loving mum and friends, Jamie sets out to overcome the prejudices of his father, beat the bullies, and become the star he was always meant to be. 20th Century Studios had intended on distributing the film last year, only for the pandemic to scupper those plans. As such, Amazon will now launch the project straight to streaming, an admittedly strange choice given the musical's timeliness and popularity. Everybody's Talking About Jamie will star Max Harwood, Sarah Lancashire, Lauren Patel and Richard E. Grant, and will now premiere on Amazon Prime Video on the 17th of September.
Of course I'm worried. Some people might be really nasty about it, but I want everybody to know at 16 years old, I want to be a drag queen.
And finally, it's that time once again. Academy Award nominee Kate Hudson has joined the lineup of Knives Out 2. Hudson adds her name to a cast list that's growing increasingly insane in scale, alongside series newcomers Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, Catherine Hahn, and Leslie Odom Jr. As is to be expected, Daniel Craig's delightful super sleuth Benoit Blanc, the man who solves it all with a southern drawl, will lead the picture, investigating another all-star whodunit. Director Ryan Johnson's back to write and helm the project, and principal photography will begin this summer in Greece. Knives Out 2 is still awaiting a title and a release date.
I can't believe you would dangle this in front of me. I can't believe it.
You really think I'd lie about this?
Why not? You're a liar.
I mean, this is such an inappropriate time to dwell on that.
Movies opening in cinemas from today include Billy Piper's Rare Beasts, the timely Middle Eastern conflict documentary The Human Factor, and originally released as My Salinger Year, the literary drama My New York Year. Over on Netflix, Zack Snyder's latest zombie romp Army of the Dead and the Nigerian drama Strain dropped today. Mubi are adding Sergei Lezhitner's State Funeral. Amazon Prime are adding the documentary Pink, All I Know So Far. And new arrivals to Disney Plus today include Akashinga, The Brave Ones, Gulliver's Travels, The Monuments Men, Raising Arizona, and Water for Elephants. Movies you can catch on Freeview today include The Witches of Eastwick on BBC One, A Quiet Place on Channel 4, the Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy comedy The Heat is on ITV2, Never Say Never Again is on ITV4, you can see Testament of Youth on BBC 2, Eddie the Eagle, Attack the Block, and Last Action Hero are on Film 4, Angels and Demons is showing on 5 Star, and on Sony Movies you can see It Could Happen to You, Raising Arizona, Hitman, and Drive. While the Sky Cinema and Now premiere today is the action sequel Rambo: Last Blood. That was the Daily Reel for Friday, May the 21st. Have a great weekend, stay safe, keep it cinematic. Don't forget to leave us a rating or a review wherever you're listening to the show, and we'll see you on Monday.
The Daily Reel is a Candystore production, presented by Van Connor and written by Calvin Prickett. All information is correct at the time of writing, and source links are in the description for each episode. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on all good podcast platforms, or ask Alexa to install the Daily Reel skill for your morning flash briefing. Follow the show on social at Daily Reel Pod, and we'll be back every weekday. Until then, keep it cinematic.